So we're now in the marshes with Frodo and Sam, and Merry and Pippin are now in Fangorn Forest, and they've just been dumped in front of a white wizard, whose face we haven't seen. Well, I'm not going to make any calls about it. I've watched the movie, so I know that's actually Gandalf the White, the resurrection of Gandalf, but that is a big reveal that comes up soon, and I do enjoy that a lot, so it's good that they don't... It's a good... The thing is, they give a bit too much away in that respect. They should have just left it as the White Wizard will know. To what Treebeard says. Then they presume it's Saruman, and then they should have cut it. That should have been it. They shouldn't have thrown them down and had it come back on this white hair and white cloak. Because it's the idea of... It's almost too early. It's too soon. If they hadn't have done that, then we would have still presumed that's what would have happened. They would have been taken to Sauron. And then when Gandalf is revealed, then he tells them that they're safe. Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas, that the two are safe, past everything they're about to be. The audience aren't stupid, they'll be able to put two and two together. That would have worked a lot better, I think. But there you go, that was down to... that wasn't in the book, that was the director's choice to have that in. Don't know why he did. Silly maneuver, I think. Bit of a mistake. But, one of my problems with the movie. In the swamp, we're seeing sort of a practical side to Gollum. Because Gollum is a villain. It makes no secret about that. He is quite evil in the way he acts, behaves. His body language, it just emanates, I'm not a nice person. At the same time, in the swamp, we see him save Frodo. So he does something quite good. You're right. I mean, it surprises Frodo. I expected Sam to be the one saving him. And I think it even surprises Sam. Because, he goes to see if Frodo's alright, but I think it even surprises him that he wasn't the one who did it. So, that, whether Gollum realised it or not, was actually a really good move to gain Frodo's trust. So I have an itch. Also, going back to Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn, once again, I still feel no real connection with these people. I mean, admittedly, they've been on the television, the TV, the tube, the box, whatever, less than maybe half an hour, I estimate. I don't feel any connection with them at all. Still, I think to be honest, in this movie, especially for the first half of it, especially, they are very much overlooked characters. They're sort of almost cameo appearances, to be honest. They're there, but they're not centre stage at any point. They don't do anything that really makes you think about the characters themselves. They're just more part of the group dynamic, the group split up. But you still, at the moment, I still think of them as a bit of a group. Because you've got all the different separate adventures happening separately. Their accumulated efforts are what matters. So that's good in itself, that I haven't lost that sense of they are still working together, even though they're split up and doing different things. So for me, obviously at the moment, just being kept safe in a forest by Treebeard. Also, we've had Treebeard introduced, and that people. Now, I'm not going to write a character bio about Treebeard or his race, the Tree Herders, on the review, because I'm going to do it now. Basically, I love this race for how simple their problem is, for why there's not really any left, which is that they lost their females. I mean, how immortal a race would you have to be that you live for so long, but you could physically lose half of your race? About half. But, you just literally lose them. I mean, I am going to live for about, I hope, 80 years. My mother's side of the family, they're all living well into their 90s at the moment, so who knows? I could live till I'm nearly 100 years old. I hope so. Sort of. As long as I can still do things at that age. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I'm going to live roughly that long, and God forbid. Well, insert deity forbid. And in that time, I might lose a couple of sets of keys, maybe 3. I might lose a total of maybe £100 worth of money. That might be it. I'm going to lose a couple of teacups maybe at work and stuff, workplace stuff like that. I'm going to lose marbles, definitely. Things like that. You know, I'm going to lose things, but I'm not going to lose a lot. How long would you have to live to the point where you actually lose all your females? It just amuses me, and I'm wondering maybe they move to the forest near the Shire, because that's how the stories got to the Shire, because they live very much under a rock. I mean, Gimli even knew about Fangorn Forest, but they didn't. They only heard the stories from their local forest. So for them, they live under an even bigger rock. Only theirs is metaphorical. And I'm wondering if that's where all the females are living, and they're going, we've lost the males. Damn. And it's just sort of like how has this managed to happen? But anyway, that finished on that, which sort of sets up the race as you think, oh, maybe they're not that smart. Maybe they're not that great a race. And at the moment, no, they're not. They are dying out. They're becoming extinct. They are part of the old world. They're not part of the new one. They only play one more part in this entire movie, which is their siege of Isengard. That's it. And they only do that, and they only make that decision because they're pushed to it by Merry and Pippin. Well, actually, no, that's not true. They also help out by attacking the retreating Orc army, retreat to Fangorn Forest after the battle at Helm's Deep. But that's it. That's the last part they play in this world, and it's a bit sad in that respect. But it also makes you think, how does a race become extinct, especially when it's a race like trees who live for so long? Well, it can't be through simply dying out from old age or anything. It must be something happens to them. And J.R.R. Tolkien, I don't know whether we couldn't think of anything or not, but to lose all the females is just a brilliant, comical and great way for a race to end. I love it. But like I said, it probably was just from I can't think of anything else. And when I think that might have been the cause for it, that saddens me a bit. Still, what are you going to do? Other than that, I think the movie's doing quite well so far. And I'm going to keep watching it now, so let's see how it develops.